So my name is Glory Kadore, bed 05-0475/2021. The unit I'm going to present is description of modern English. So, and I will start. Sorry, I've not mentioned my specialization. I'm doing English literature. I will start with topic 1. Introduction to open classes and closed classes. Open class words are sometimes called lexically full words as they carry more referential meaning than the grammatical words, adjective and adverbs. Adjective and adverbs are also open word classes. There are dozens of words in each of the open class sets. So, the example of open class words, we have lexical verbs. We have lexical verbs, nouns, and adjectives. In English grammar, open class refers to the category of content words, that is, parts of speech or word classes that readily accept new members as contrasted with closed classes which do not. So the difference between the open class word and the closed class words is that the open class, the open category accepts new members, but the closed category doesn't accept the new members as constructed. The importance of open class words. Open class words comprise a large portion of any language. Unlike closed class words, which are finite, the possibility of creating and adding a new word to an open word class is practically infinite. The next topic 2. So we start with the open class. We're just going to details of open class. Open category includes lexical verbs, nouns, adverbs, and adjectives. So we start by defining a noun. A noun is a naming word. They include countable nouns versus uncountable nouns, concrete and abstract nouns, just to mention a few. An adjective is a word used to qualify a noun. A verb is a word that expresses an action or a state in a sentence. Example, Mary wrote a letter. Adverbs are words used to express the relationship of action with time, place, and degree. We'll go to the next topic. Functional categories are also known as closed categories. So we have the functional categories or the closed category or the closed class. They include operator verb, pronouns, articles, interjections, conjunction, and preposition. The description is just on the main handout. Introduction to the structure of English. That's the 4th topic of this unit. Introduction to the structure of English. When we say something has structure, it means the object can be divided into different constituents with different functions. So a sentence, so in our case, we are going to discuss the structure of a sentence. A sentence follows subject plus verb plus object word order. So an example of a sentence, he obtained his degree. He is a subject, obtained is a verb, and his degree is an object, a direct object. Sentence structure is the order of all parts in a sentence. subject, predicate, object, phrases, punctuation, etc. Sentence structure is how the basic grammatical elements of a sentence are put together. The elements of a sentence. So, a sentence can have a verb, a complement, object, and adverbial. The predicator is the part of the sentence that shows that action is taking place in the sentence. So apart from the subject, object, and the verb, we have a predicator, which we say that is the part of the sentence that shows what action is taking place in the sentence. Then we have the direct object and the indirect object. We also have the complement, which includes subject complement and the object complement. So the subject and the object can act as complements. I go to topic 6. English phrases. A phrase is a group of words that forms a grammatical component. It can be used to communicate something. It is a part of a sentence and cannot stand on its own. Phrases provide more information about whatever the sentence is speaking about. In English grammar, therefore, there are 5 main types of phrases. They are noun phrases, adjective phrases, adverb phrase, verb phrase, and prepositional phrases. Other types of phrase include gerund phrase, appositive phrase, participle phrase, and initiative phrase. Let's go to topic 7. Topic 7, a continuation of English phrases. Remember we also discussed this on the last unit. It's just a repetition. English phrases, you're just going into details describing the noun phrase. A noun phrase is a group of words that have a noun or pronoun. It is used to modify the noun. In other words, it can be said that a noun phrase can function as a subject, and also it can also function as a noun, an object, or a complement in a sentence. For example, my brother's friend had come to visit him, used as a subject. An adjective phrase or an adjectival phrase is a group of words that consist of adjectives. It can be used to complement it. An adverb phrase or an adverbial phrase is a group of words that includes an adverb and other modifiers. Those are the main noun phrases. Due to topic 8, we have clauses types. A clause is a combination of words that makes up a sentence. It consists of a subject and a predicate. So a clause, the difference between a clause and a phrase is that a phrase cannot stand on its own. It doesn't have a verb. It just have words, a group of words it just have a group of words. But the clause type, it is in a form of a sentence. It's something understandable. So a clause have a subject and a finite verb. So if it does not have a finite verb, that's not a clause. Adverbial clauses of reason tell us the reason for the action being taken in the sentence. Main clause. Independent clauses are groups of words that contain a subject and a verb and express a complete thought. A noun clause is a group of words that contains a subject and a verb of its own and does the function of a noun. Adverb clauses begin with the subordinating conjunctions, which are words that link independent and independent clauses by establishing a relationship between the two. Let's go to topic 9. Functions of clauses in sentences. Clauses can be placed in the different parts of a sentence. Take a look at the following examples to understand how clauses are formed and can be used in sentences. Example for the independent clauses. I know how to drive a car, but I enjoy riding bikes. Those are two independent clauses. So they stand on their own. You can understand the two sentences. Today is Wednesday. I was not keeping well, so I took a day off work. I was not, okay. Examples of dependent clauses. After we reached home, we watched a movie. So the sentence after we reached home, that's a dependent clause. So you can just feel it's not complete. The other sentence, we watched a movie. That's an independent clause. Everybody knows the boy who won the best outgoing student award. The sentence, who won the best outgoing award. That sentence is a dependent one. A clause conveys information about sorry. Go to topic 10. Structural classification of sentences. There are 4 types of sentences: simple, compound, complex, and compound complex. Each sentence is defined by the use of independent and dependent clauses, conjunctions, and subordinators. Simple sentences. A simple sentence is an independent clause with no conjunction or dependent clause. Compound sentences. A compound sentence is 2 dependent clauses joined by a conjunction, e.g., and, but, or, for, nor, yet, or so. Complex sentences. A complex sentence contains an independent clause, one independent clause, and at least one dependent clause. Compound complex sentences. A compound complex sentence contains multiple independent clauses and at least one dependent clause. So that's all I read. And that marks the end of my presentation of the unit description of modern English. Thank you.